So I'm gonna be using Hearthstone because they have everything in a nice layered way. So I'm gonna start with neutrals and some of the trinkets that they showed. The neutral lesser trinkets are Enforcer Portrait, Get a Light Fang. Actually, okay, let's go first at the cards and then at the trinkets because some trinkets might be related to the new cards, and I think it's better to see the cards. Um, what cards are leaving the game? We are losing Greymane's champion. We are losing Moon Eater's champion. I don't know how I feel about these two cards. They are like very fun, very diverse ways of like building a board. So I feel like we will need something pretty good to replace them. Zap Treant was so good. Maybe it was too good, but the card was like so fun. I feel like this was such a great card to like stabilize. Again, maybe it was a little bit too good. They could lower the stats or something, but I'm kind of sad to see the guy go. I'm kind of happy to see Cinderai go. It was like way too good against some strategies. Fire Dancer, also whatever. I think Blaster is enough. Zap, I don't know. It's a buff to beasts, technically, that Zap goes out, right? Poetic Pen Pal obviously goes out with the bodies. Then, we are getting back in a changed variant, Interrogator Whitemane as a 5-drop that says start of combat, give an enemy minion from tier 5 or higher taunt. It takes double damage this combat. That's gonna be a very interesting tech card. Light Fang, but it's a 6/6 and gives free. Crazy. Phalanx, it's a 4-drop that goes Death Rattle. Give a friendly minion of each type +2/+1 permanently. Wow, insane. Absolutely insane. Absolutely crazy. Cards too good, I think, for a 4-drop. Menagerie Stonks going up. Then we have Deadly Spore. Venomous. As a tech card, I guess. Okay. And they are nerfing Corrupted Cupcakes. It only eats 3 minions from the shop now. For the same cost of 4. I feel like they should have made the cost 3 gold. Keeping the cost 4 gold and only eating 3 minions is very bad. I don't think this is going to be good anymore. What are the cards that are staying? So, Atrocity, Nala, Baron's Conjurer, Bran. All the others are staying. Okay. Elise is also staying. So, what are we getting instead of those cards? We're getting 1 Amalgam Tour Group. It's an all tribe. Historically, these were very good. Whenever you play a card, give friendly minions of its tier or lower +1/+1. Huh. I mean, it's better than Greymane and Moon Eater. It's kind of like Greymane and Moon Eater 2-in-1. And you have to play 6 drops. Or 6 cost spells or whatever, you know? Interesting. It's tier or lower. It cannot buff tier 7s. Yeah, that's one thing to notice. It cannot buff tier 7s. But if you're able to like spam 6 drops, you can do pretty crazy things. But for example, if you want to buff 6 drops, you have to play 6 drops. So I'm not sure exactly how good it's going to be with Tetis. It might be good with something like Deflectobots or something lower Tavern. Sunscreener. Start of combat, give you and your opponent's 3 leftmost minions Divine Shield. Very weird card. So it's giving you and your opponent 3 Divine Shields. I don't know when this can be good. It seems pretty trashy, very situational. Counters beasts. It's also good against people that naturally have Divine Shields anyways. Then you get 3 Divines and then they don't get anything. Counters Leroy. Okay, it's gonna be situational, but it doesn't scream that it's gonna be like a great card. And it's funny because she's using Sunscreen because Divine Shields are very bright. Blizzard always with the crazy puns. Lucky Egg. Discover a golden tier 3 minion to transform into. Huh. You don't get the discovery. You just become a golden 3-drop without getting another discover. I mean, it could be good. Kind of weird, but it could be good. Can get the golden Macau. There's a lot of things you can do. There's very powerful 3-drops. Inspiring Underdog. Give your minions from tier 3 or lower 2-1. Wow, this card slaps. This card is going to be an absolute crazy card to get as soon as you level to 4. Also, it can be a card to look for if you're trying to stabilize a game. If you have a bad start, you can stay on 4 and look for this guy. Play it with Bran, you can go pretty crazy. And we had a similar card in the past that was buffing your entire board if you lost the previous fight. This doesn't have that requirement, but it has the requirement that you buff tier 3s. Can work with Deflectobot as well. If Deflectobot stays in the game, we haven't seen Tribes yet. But I assume he's gonna stay, right? It's a very iconic card. Free Travel Winner. 2-drop, 2-2. Start of every turn, if the minion survived the last combat, remove this and get a triple reward. Wow. At the start of your turn, not every turn. That's a funny card. By triple reward, do you get one from the upper tavern or from your tavern? Either way, it's good. Or interesting. Very good against ghosts. You can like power level and like go crazy. Should be upper tavern. Makes sense that it's upper tavern, yeah. Win more cards. I mean, they're always interesting, right? You're gonna lose your mind if it gets killed. A Robust Evolution. Choose a minion, transform it into a random minion of a higher tier. It keeps its stats. Wow. This card seems really good for a 2 cost. I like it a lot. Like, you get an evolve and you keep the stats. That's sick. It's really good. Cryfall. Get a plain copy of a random minion from your last opponent's warband. It's random, but it's 2 cost. It's 2 cost. So, it's gonna be very good on 5 gold. It's gonna be an amazing card to get on 5 gold because it's gonna fill your curve. So, it's gonna be really good on 5 gold, really bad late game. Okay, what trinkets are we getting? Should I go through every single trinket? It's gonna be a lot of trinkets. There's a 6 cost one that gets you a Light Fang, and then your Light Fang is also an old tribe. That's pretty good to get on 8 gold. So 8 gold, you get the Light Fang, and Light Fang gets buffed itself. I like this one. Pricey, but I like it. Spin the wheel of Yogg-Saron and then spin it every single turn. Very funny as well. Discover a tavern spell, and then discover another spell every single turn. So basically Silly Vase, without occupying a board slot. All of these are really great so far. Again, trinkets are kind of like quests that you have to pay for. If you don't know about trinkets, let me also explain the system very quickly. Basically, you get one lesser trinket on 6 gold. Sorry, on turn 6, which is 8 gold turn. And you get one on turn 9, which is the turn after 10 gold. You're still going to have 10 gold. You are forced to buy one, but you're probably going to get offered cheap options and expensive options. And you'll be like, okay, do I sacrifice my entire 8 gold turn, probably keep staying on tavern free, get the powerful trinket, level up the next turn, or do I pick something cheap and level to 4 ahead of the lobby? It's gonna open up different directions. And variety is always good. You can figure out whatever game plan you want to go for. I kind of like it. I'm pretty hyped for trinkets in general. And this one is, for example, interesting as well. When you buy your greater trinket, this transforms into a copy of it. So, for example, you pay 4 gold and you get nothing. And then 3 more turns, you get nothing. But when you get to buy the greater trinket, you get it twice. I still think it's pretty pricey to pay 4 gold for nothing and then have to wait 3 turns for the cash out. But like, if you're in a super good position, maybe it makes sense. And it's gonna be like a super snowbally way to play. At the end of each turn, increase your maximum gold by 1. This is basically getting an oil every single turn, and you pay 2 gold once. Pretty broken. Again, a lot of these trinkets are kind of crazy. Transform a minion into one from a higher tier, and it's a spellcraft, so you get it every single turn, and you only pay 1 gold once. Yeah, imagine this with Drakari. There's gonna be so many crazy combos! Some of the cards are also... Some of the trinkets also change their cost depending on what hero you're playing. You're playing a really good hero, they're gonna be more expensive. You're playing a bad hero, they're gonna be like cheaper. So kind of like quests giving you an advantage for playing a worse hero. Or a worse hero. I like it. I think they can do a lot of things with trinkets. They just need to keep them sort of balanced. And I guess it's gonna be like a lot of work with data to get there. Again, I'm not gonna read every single trinket. Let's keep some surprises for when the patch also goes live. I'm just like looking over some of the interesting ones. Like, look at this one. Get a random tier 7 minion and then start off each turn get another. Insane. But at the same time, kind of late, right? Turn 9, you're getting a 7 drop, and then turn 10, you're getting a 7 drop. Maybe it's too late. For 6 gold, is very expensive. I actually think this one is not going to be that good. Discover 2 tavern spells and then get 2 more per turn. And they're discovered. And they also stack with this. So, like, you're not losing the first trinket when you get the second one. The second one just intensifies everything. Makes everything bam, bam, bam. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay. Let's talk about undeads. Also, by the way, each of the 10 tribes has its own trinkets that sometimes you'll get offered them when you're playing that particular tribe. So let's say your board is only undeads, you're very likely to get an undead trinket that helps you like maneuver around. Sometimes you can also get a trinket from another tribe, like the game is offering you some sort of a pivot. Like, a lot of things can happen. It's gonna be a lot of decision making involved, and that's always fun, right? So let's see what cards are leaving. I think looking at the leaving cards is the best because we know the cards that stay are the rest, right? Sister, good riddance. A-Bomb, good riddance, I'll say. Was like sometimes strong, sometimes weak. Nightbane was just too good, right? The problem with Nightbane is that they couldn't get it right. It was too good of a card too often. It's gonna be a hit to undead, but maybe they can replace it. Hateful Hag was interesting, but also too good. And it was too good outside of undead comps as well. I'm not super happy to see Silo Bones coming back. Kind of wacky. I never really liked it. But hey, maybe they're getting more synergy. Let's start from the 2-drops. We're getting Museum Mummy. Battlecry summon a 1/1 skeleton. That's good, right? It's also like acting like a token. Like you can buy it and then sell the 1/1 to buy another minion from the shop. More tokens! I guess they're trying to keep this... They're trying to incentivize you to keep leveling on turn 2. And then they're giving you more options in terms of tokens to do that. Thundering Abomination. Whenever you summon a minion in combat, give it 2/2. If there is no space, gain 2/2 permanently. So, whenever you summon a minion, you buff that minion by 2/2. If there is no space on the board, this guy gets 2/2. Okay. It's insane. Depends with what. For example, with this guy, Dev Rattle summon 4 1/1 skeletons. I mean, this guy plus this guy equals love. Prosthetic Hand. Magnetic Reborn. Can magnetize to mechs or undead. Ooh. Reborn on a stick? Crazy. Borderline broken. I like it. Catacomb Crusher. Whenever you would summon a minion that doesn't fit your warband, give your minions +1/+1 permanently. So I guess undeads want to over-summon right now. Huh. Okay. And for that, you still have Summoner. Gula Cabra still in the game. And I see it with +2/+2. Are they going to revert the nerf? Maybe. Morose. I mean, Morose doesn't over-summon. The cards that are going to over-summon are going to be Bonehead, Summoner, and Caretaker. So you don't have that many cards that over-summon, but you have a few. You can play Menace and shit like that. And you can also give Reborn to something like Handless, I guess. Okay, let's check the trinkets or some of them really quickly. After you cast a Tavern spell, your undead have +1 attack this game. Okay. Get an Eternal Knight. Start of combat, give your Eternal Knights Taunt and Reborn. Huh. This one is really good if you already have a Knight and you're offered it. You're gonna have 2 Knights with like Taunt Reborn. Start of combat, give your Eternal Knights Taunt Reborn. He's gonna get weaker later because he's gonna be good with Summoner. I wanna see if there's a Summoner one. If you get an Eternal Summoner. There's one that's like summoning a golden fish of Nuzov that copies death rattles. Huh. Get the butchering and the random undead with death rattle. At the start of the turn, repeat these. Wow. Get the Titus Riven there. Start of combat, give your Titus stealth. Oh my god, this is gonna be so crazy. When you have space, summon 2 copies of the first minion you summon each combat. Your undead have 7 attack. Okay. Your leftmost minion has 20 attack in combat. This one is kind of shitty. Set each of your minions' attack and health to the higher of the two. Whoa. So if your undeads are like 50 attack, 1 health, they become 50/50s? Shit, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Give Avenge 5, give a random friendly minion reborn. But it's only gonna be in the fight. So, summon a fish. Pretty cool. I like undead. Undead was generally my favorite tribe, and I think they're keeping an interesting style for the build. I'm not the biggest fan of Catacomb Crusher, but I'm a big fan of like Caretaker, Prosthetic Hand, and I guess Abom is also cool. Wait, Catacomb Crusher is a 5-drop. I thought it's a 6. Ah, okay. For a 5 is pretty good. Never mind. I thought it's a 6. My bad. So the 6 drops are still gonna be KT Summoner. And it says whenever. So for example, you can go KT Summoner and like over summon at the end of your turn. And then still buff your board. But then you're gonna lose some minions to buff your board. Maybe not the best. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Undead looks fun. I like Undead. Undead looks fun. Okay. Murlocs. So we're losing Magmaloc, Morgul MK, Hungry Winterfinner, and Rockpool. Dude, Rockpool was in Battlegrounds forever. It's the first time it's taking a break. Can we get a kick W in chat for Rockpool? I'm happy Winterfinner goes away. It was very unfun to play with it. Because you felt like you had to hold cards, and if you hold cards, you're too weak. Morgul was very good, maybe too good. And Magmaloc didn't really make sense right now. With the current dynamic of the game, I'm happy it goes out. It was kind of like, whatever. We're getting back Mercules and Honcho. To be honest, Mercules was more fun than Very Hungry. Honcho is a 1-drop instead of Rockpool. Okay, I can dig that. And then we're only getting 2 Murlocs added. And then we're keeping all the rest. We're keeping Coral, Murky, Murkai. What I see is that they're trying to keep a lot of the cards and not change too much. But they're making some meaningful changes, though. Seems like they're also reducing the minion pool, which seems good. You're gonna make more consistent builds this way. After you discover... 5-drop. After you discover a minion, gain the stats of the other options. What? For Demon and Murloc. Sounds fun. Oh, it's actually +4, -4. Yeah, okay, never mind. After you play a Murloc, give a friendly minion and a minion in your hand +6/+6. So this seems to incentivize the Brim counter Coral game plan. It's gonna make you want to cycle the Murlocs and offer like a different game plan compared to Murky. I can see that. Why is there a Bran spell for 1? Get a Bran Bronzebeard. Your Bran are both... Wait, what? Your Bran are both Murloc and Dragons. Wait, you're making your Bran a Murloc? What the fuck? How does that work? I mean, it's a greater trinket, so you get it on turn 9. Turn 9 is very late in the game. You might even be dead in some of your games on turn 9. So you're not always gonna get to greater. You pretty much always get to the lesser trinket. Let's see the Murloc ones. There's only 4, so let's read all of them. Get a Belcher. Lesser trinkets, again, are on 8 gold. Let's assume you're gonna play basic curve. 7 gold, you're tavern free. With a decent board, okay? 7 gold, tavern free. 8 gold, in the past, you would level to tavern 4. Now, you're probably gonna buy a trinket. And stay on tavern free. So you're tavern free, and you get this. Belcher on tavern free is pretty good. Not as good as Lightfang on tavern free. But I guess it depends on your board, right? Get a Belcher whenever a friendly minion loses Venomous. It gets 5/5 permanently. I wonder if this applies if the minion dies. Huh. And can it get revived by the 5/5? That's a question we need to answer. End of each turn, get a random Battlecry minion. Pretty good. But it's end of turn. A little bit awkward. When you have space, summon a copy of the first minion you summon each combat. This one is also for undead. This one can also be super good for Murlocs because it works with base skill. After you play a minion, give your leftmost minion in your hand free. Not bad. You can make some pretty crazy plays with this. It's only 1 gold. For example, let's say I'm getting bullied by the lobby. I'm off for this. It can be like a good way to go back into the game. And I don't even care about Murloc specifically. I'll buff a Deflectobot or some shit. Yeah. This one is also like really good. After you buy 2 Battlecry minions, get a random Battlecry. Or get a Dreamer's Embrace at the start of each turn. Get another. Dreamer's Embrace is like trigger a Battlecry. Is a 5-star free cost spell. Start of combat, your leftmost minion gains the stats of the highest minion in your hand. Whoa. Pretty good as well. A lot of interesting stuff with Murlocs. So now you're going to be able to do hand buff, board buff. I like this for Murlocs. Let's see how it plays out. So far, the tribes are interesting. Every single tribe so far, and the neutrals, I'm like, they're cooking. They're cooking something good here at Blizzard. Okay. Dragons. Dragons weren't the best right now. I think they were great, but boring. And then they nerfed them too much. Murozond out. Toilet Paper Drake out. Nightbane out. I mean, Nightbane, we talked about it in Undead. It makes sense. They are bringing back 2 cards and adding a new one. So, Warpwing back. I love this. Warpwing was so fun. Emissary. Great dragon card as well. Welcome back. What are we getting? Reborn. This is Reborn with full attack. Oh, so in case you buff it. So let's say you buff it and it has, I don't know, 50 attack. It reborns as a 51. Not bad. Is the golden one also coming back with full health? Oh, chat confirms. The golden one comes back with full attack, full health. That's crazy. That's a great card to play in Caligos compositions. So, for people that don't get the text on this, it implies that you're gonna buff it. If you don't buff it, the text does nothing. But let's say you buff it, the text is gonna be very good. So what are we gonna do now with dragons? They still have good early game. You can still play Poet Promo. But Poet Promo without Nightbane? Not the best. Caligos? I'm not gonna lie, dragons don't look that strong right now. Unless you have a way to accelerate Caligos. You're still gonna rely on Caligos. And without Murozond... Okay. Before looking at trinkets, dragons look shit in terms of power level. But maybe they're gonna get some insane trinkets. Let's see. The first time a friendly minion dies each combat, give its maximum stats to a random friendly minion. Doesn't seem that good. End of each turn, get a random Battlecry. This one is good. Double the stats of your 2 lowest attack minions. Start of combat, give your left and rightmost Divine Shield. Promising. Give your minions 2/2. Good tempo. Whenever you play a card, give a friendly dragon free attack. Not bad. Get the Whelp Smuggler. Your Whelp Smugglers are dragons. This one is fun. This one is fun. So now you can play Whelp Smuggler in a dragon comb. Pretty fun. The first time a friendly minion dies each combat, whatever. Like, this one is still weird. Set each of your minions' attack and health to the higher of the two. I don't think this is that good with dragons. It's good with undeads. They also have the Bran one. Get the Bran and then Bran is a Murloc and a dragon. Pretty fun. I wonder how good that is gonna be. Thank you, Magnum, for the 25 months. I appreciate it. Give your minions 5/5. The Shaman Prayer Beads are gonna be like very good here with Caligos. But I don't know, I still feel like Caligos is gonna be too slow. You know what dragons need? They need the Bronze Warden back. They need Bronze Warden with Roaring Rallier still in the game. This is what dragons need. Think of Poet with the start of combat thing. With the Alliance keychain. I mean, it can work. Still doesn't seem that impressive. Alliance Poet is okay, but I'm not sold on dragons. I'm not sold on dragons. I like warping though. We'll see how it goes. But dragons seem pretty weak. Beasts. Beasts. Well, according to Kriparian, beasts are loved by somebody at Blizzard, and they will always be OP. Let's see what happens here. They're adding one new card. Summon a random beast from taverns 3, 4, and 5. Instead of Gascoiler, I would assume. Rip Gascoiler. But this one is going to be a lot better with Wolf. This one is going to be like super good with Wolf. Rip Horse, Rat Pack Bull. Bull was kind of bull. I don't like it. They're bringing back Sly Raptor. Sly Raptor. Why is it saying changed and returning? Like, how is it changed? Oh, Primate is changed. 5-drop. Oh, they just made it a 5-drop. Okay. Macau says the same thing, but he cannot trigger on himself. Leapfrogger is exactly the same, right? Okay, so what do you frog with? You play frog with Raptor. You play frog with the Mount. What else? With Reborns? Saber? Your minions have +2/+1. The Nazoth one. I mean, I assume you're gonna be eligible for some of the trinkets on other tribes. I guess this is like a collection of trinkets that they think are gonna be offered more often. I don't know if Blizzard confirmed these trinkets to be more offered with some specific tribes. After 6 friendly minions die, get a random beast. Like, of course, this one is gonna be super obvious with beasts. Whenever a friendly minion takes damage, give a random friendly minion +2 attack permanently. Not bad. Banana Slammer as a trinket. After you summon a beast in combat, double its stats. Oh my god. They're making a Slammer trinket. Ooh. Ooh. Sexy. And the Titus one. Get a Titus and then give Titus stealth with Frog. Seems good. Yeah, beasts are gonna be good, I think. Even without Horse and Rat Pack. Golden is still okay-ish. It's gonna be very interesting. Beasts are gonna rely on getting as many Scarabs as possible. You wanna manually reborn your board, right? Okay. Pirates. Pirates are also one of my favorite tribes of all time, so I hope they did them right. So, they made Primate a 5. Landlubber a 3. Basker is back. Torn Captain is back. No more Gambler. Dealer sucked. Swabby, I understand. Basker was better than Swabby anyways. Okay. Staying cards, all the rest. Okay. And we're getting some new minions. Upgrading the tavern costs 1 less. Ooh. So this is basically gonna give you 1 gold every single time you level. Doesn't seem that good. Sky Pirate Flag Bearer. Give your other pirates Dev Rattle summon a 1/1 pirate. It attacks immediately. So basically it makes every single pirate you have into a Scallywag. Okay. For the rest of this combat, after you summon a pirate, give it +4 attack. Okay. Doesn't seem that good. You have to put it first, and then it's kind of like okay-ish. And then a 6-drop that says after you buy a minion, gain stats equal to its tier. So you can play this with Tethys or what? It can grow very fast. It grows very fast. But what I'm thinking is Sky Pirate Flag Bearer is going to be quite insane with Eliza. Eliza is still going to have Scallywag. Eliza is still going to have Rapscallion. And now you also have Sky Pirate Flag Bearer. And you can play Flag Bearer with Rapscallion and with Scally. This card is broken, the 4-drop. For sure. Because you still have Ripsnarl in the game. Yeah. So Sky Pirate Flag Bearer is broken. And probably good enough to give Pirates great mid-game. And then Pirates, late game, they either keep playing for Eliza. Or if you discover Tethys, I guess you're going to also want to go for Ice Fisher. And go like Fisher, Tethys, and grow it that way. But I can see Eliza being the MVP here with Pirates. Okay, let's look at the trinkets. Get end summon a random pirate. It attacks immediately. Every combat. Not so great. Because you have to start every combat with an empty slot. Whenever you spend gold, give a friendly pirate 1/2. Ooh, this one is interesting. I like this one. But obviously you have to force pirates then. Whenever a friendly minion attacks, gets attack. Pretty good. And very good to stabilize if you have a bad game. Your leftmost minion has 8 attack in combat. Pretty shitty. Oh, actually, wait, it's not shitty, because your leftmost minion is always gonna have. So, like, as soon as the first one dies, another one gets buffed. So you just want to go for minions. Not bad. Actually, it's not even that bad. But it only works on your attacks. For example, this one I think is better because it also works on opponent's attacks. Get a Lovesick Balladist. At the start of each turn, get another. Funny. It's good if you're playing Tethys comps. After you spend 7 gold, get a random tavern spell. Okay. After 3 friendly pirates attack, gain 1 gold next turn. This one is really bad for a greater trinket, I think. You only need 2 copies of a pirate to make it golden. Ooh. Huh. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Looks crazy. I like what they're doing with 2 pirates. Pirates are gonna be good, for sure. Just because of this card. Okay, Quillbor. Quillbor were kind of shitty. Curious to see what they do. So, they're taking out Felbor and Rugag. Wow, no more Rugag. They have to compensate very strongly. Choose one. Your blood gems give an extra +1/+1. Or get 4 gems. That's a very good card. Blood gems played from your hand cast an extra time. Not very exciting. But this Quillbor is very good. It's not a battle cry, so you cannot replay it a million times. To choose one. Still very good for a choose one. Okay. So I guess they're happy with Quillbor, but I don't know. Taking out Rugag is, I think, too much. Pokey is kind of shitty. They should just make Pokey end of turn. At least that, right? Make Pokey end of turn again. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna buff them in some way if they're shit. Which they might be. Your blood gems give an extra free attack. Huh. Not terrible. But you have to force Quillbor on 8 gold. Your first spell each turn cast twice. Could be good. Give your Quillbor Death Rattle, get a blood gem. Woo! This one is very good. You're gonna generate a lot of stuff. Your blood gems give an extra +1/+1 this game. Okay. Wait, Avenge 4. Okay. I like the trinkets. I think they're making some very powerful trinkets to compensate for Rugag going out. Whenever you cast a spell on a minion, give it 2/2. And it works with gems, obviously, but yeah. Your blood gems give an extra 4/4. 6 gold, though. 6G. I mean, it's 4/4, but 6G. Whew. Pricey. Whenever a friendly Quillbor dies, summon a golem with stats equal to its blood gems. Huh. That's pretty good as well. That's very good to make your board sticky. Anti-scam. Only 3 times per combat, but still very good one. Wow, that's very good late game for boars. Get a conductor whenever you discard a card, play a bludgeon on all your minions. What the fuck? Okay. And you can discard cards with conductor, but also with bandit. I don't get something, are you? Do you pay the trinkets gold cost when you get it, or is just a passive you keep using? So, turn 6 and turn 9, you are offered 4 trinkets. You are forced to buy one. After you buy it, it becomes a passive. So, turn 6 comes around, you're offered 4 options. You have to buy one. And you're not only gonna get offered this, like, there's like almost 100 trinkets. You're gonna get offered some depending on what tribe you're playing. Like, if your board has a lot of Quillbore, you are very likely to get one of the Quillbore trinkets. Make sense? We'll see exactly how it goes when it gets released. But yeah, Quillbore are interesting, mostly because of their trinkets. Naga. Let's see what Naga has in store. Ha! Zesty. Keep in mind, the lesser trinket gets offered on 8 gold, so it's pretty early in the game. Get a Zesty Shaker. Your Zesty Shaker gives an extra copy of the spell. Wow. So, you're gonna get this on Tavern 3 already. The problem is you might not have Crooner already. Like, you're getting Zesty, cool, but you don't have Crooner. Maybe you're gonna pick it if Crooner is in the shop or something. Whenever you cast a spell on a minion, give it 2/2. So this works with Spellcraft too. Give your Naga Dev Rattle, get a random Spellcraft. Interesting. And the greater trinkets are get a Spite Scale special. Your Spellcraft spells cast twice. Sick. Get a Glow Scale. Your first Spellcraft is permanent per turn. Ooh. Whenever you cast a spell on a minion, give it 5/5. Seems broken. You're gonna make some interesting plays happen. Okay, they're changing a lot of cards. Oh, I see a Tisa Orgozoa. Hello. Oh, Silivas is going out. So, Mimidon Swimmer, Corrupted Mimidon, Silivas and Lord of Gains kick by. And welcome back Atisa, that buffs 4 minions. Krita Wrangler. Zesty was changed. How was it changed? Oh, it's a 5/4, not a 6/6. Warden of Old, very good card. Spellcraft gain 1 gold. Is that better than Dev Rattle? Zesty works with all spells. Once per turn when a spell is played on this, get a new copy of it. Ah, so you can like lantern it, right? You can also play the spell that buffs all your minions. Earth Mother. I don't know if it works with Earth Mother. Earth Mother didn't work, for example, with the body of Tatelon. So it might not work with the Zesty either. I don't think it's gonna work. Ice doesn't work on Tatelon body, and this seems to be like Tatelon body. Basically, you're gonna transform it, and it's not gonna activate its effect because it was transformed. Snail Cavalry is now a 1-drop. Not bad for a 1-drop. 3/2 that grows. Cool stuff. I like this. I like this a lot. Naga seems cool now. I wish Silivas was still in, but Lord of Gains, good riddance. We're getting a new free drop. Spellcraft, choose 1. Give your minions 2 attack until your next turn, or 2 health until the next turn. I like it. Not bad. Good tempo. 2 attack, bam bam boom. Shelemental also back as a 5-drop. God bless. Looks good, man. This looks good. Naga seems good. So far, dragons look the worst. Okay, we have demons, mechs, and elementals to cover. Let's go. Let's look at the new cards first. So, living cards, Felbor, Aranasi, Floating. We're getting back Keyboard Igniter. Give your other demons to 2 and deal 2 damage to your hero. They changed him. He was different. He was if you lost the last fight or something. No, if you took damage. Now he just deals damage and buffs. Not bad. And we got Mecha JJ. Get a random magnetic Mecha Demon back. Then we have the Felfin that we talked about. Double the attack of all minions in the tavern or double their health. Like this tavern? Or permanently? Only current tavern. Oh, okay. I got worried. I don't think it's permanent, right? Let's get one of the permanents. Minions in the tavern have +2 health this game. This is just minions in the tavern get buffed. Not this game. So it's not perma. Pilgrim. Haha. One demon each turn costs health instead of gold to buy. So they're doubling down on the mechanics that deal you damage. So Rewinder is still gonna have to carry demons for a bit. Weaver still in the game. Security is back as a 4/5. Okay. Demons look strong. Minions in the tavern have +1/+1. Upgrades every 3 times you refresh. Wow. This shit is good. Oh, the cards are not updated. It might still be 4/4. Ah, okay. Okay, never mind. So they're using old pictures. Gotcha. Minions in the tavern have 3/3. This is like the kind of stuff that you might go for if you're having a bad game and you want to stabilize. Get a Slimy Fellblood. Your fire against Slimy Fellbloods give attack and health. Ooh, interesting. Get a Rewinder and a Rough Weaver. Your Soul Rewinders also gain attack. Shit. Man, demons are getting some good stuff. Minions in the tavern have +1/+1 for each minion you've sold this turn. Not sure how good this is gonna be. Because you'd have to like cycle stuff. Choose a friendly minion. It consumes a random minion in the tavern to gain its stats. Every turn. This one still seems like the weakest of them all. Get a Fellbat. The tavern always has 7 cards. Nice. Good stuff. I like demons. Okay, mechs. Mechs are controversial because they were kind of annoying. Let's see what they're taking away. They're removing Ziliax, Murgle, Horse, Menace, and Bull. Okay. Menace out is a big hit to mechs. Murgle as well. Horse as well to some extent. How do you reset right now? Module is a 3-drop. Greasebot is back as a 4-drop. Kaboombot is back, and I'm not sure if I'm happy about that. Kangor is back. Okay, I guess Kangor can be a reset. There's a 2-drop. 2/5 has +3/+2 for each other ancestral you've summoned this game, wherever this is. Wait, so if you get 2 ancestrals, they're gonna be like 5/7? The fuck? Pogo 2.0? Pogo was broken because it was a battle cry. You can reborn it and it also grows. So basically they're getting an Eternal Summoner. Eternal Knight, sorry. And I already said Prosthetic Hand is really good. An interesting card. Okay. So rather than Menace, they're gonna get Magnetically Born. Okay. Boxer still in. Deflector still in. Mechs are gonna be interesting. Clunker stays. Scraper stays. Zarina stays. Lasso stays. Okay. Interesting. I like mechs. Looks interesting. Let's see what trinkets they get. Get an Ancestral Automaton. Start of combat, summon another one. Shit. So you can have 2 and then summon a 3rd. Wow. Seems good. After you summon a mech in combat, give a friendly mech Divine Shield. Huh. End of each turn, give your minions with Divine Shield 4 attack. Wow. That's really good. Get a Kaboom Bot. Your Kaboom Bots deal 8 extra damage. And get a fish. Okay. When you have space, summon an exact copy of your first mech that died each combat. I don't know if this is that good. After a friendly mech loses Divine Shield, give it Divine Shield. 3 times per combat. Lol. Pretty good. Also pretty good. Good stuff. Powerful stuff for mechs. Let's see Elementals. Elementals are the last guy that we haven't talked about. And the Elementals are kind of lame right now. Elementals are kind of lame. Brambleboy still in the game is going to be interesting. No more Matriarch and Magmalock. Sure. Labar is a 3. Wildfire is back to being a 4-drop. Azerite still a 4-drop. Not sure about that. Okay, what are Elementals getting then? They're getting a 3-drop. End of every 2 turns, get a random Elemental. Meh. Choose one. Double this minion's attack or health. Sure. Good if you buffed Elementals in the shop. But how do you buff Elementals in the shop? When another Elemental dies, gain its maximum stats once per combat. Meh. Cheeto, thank you for the 2 years. I appreciate it. Elemental is back as being a 5, I think. I saw it somewhere. I'm not sure if it's going to be a 5 or a 6. Either way, Elementals look kind of boring. I don't really like it. At least minion-wise. They look very bad. I would have liked to see Trumpeteer coming back. Or something, I don't know. Like, Azerite? On 3? On 4? Let's see the trinkets. After you play an elemental, elementals in the tavern have +1/+1 this game. Oh, they made Nomi they made Nomi a trinket. Okay. So I guess you can play for that. They brought back Nomi as a trinket. And you're getting this on 8 gold. So 8 gold, you get the 4 gold Nomi. Without having to occupy a space on the board for Nomi. Okay, this can single-handedly save elementals. So even though the minion pool is shit, because they have a Nomi trinket, it could work. After you play an elemental, your next tavern spell costs 1 less. I mean, I literally think you only play elementals if you get Nomi sticker. Not even kidding. After you sell 4 minions, get a random elemental. Wait, this one is Trumpeteer. Huh. This one can also help you play elementals, I guess. Okay. After you buy a card, give a random friendly minion to 1. Let's see the crazy ones. After you play an elemental, get 2/2, so it's like a better Nomi. Get a Living Azerite. Your Living Azerites also give stats to friendly elementals. A bit late on your second 10 gold turn. A bit late to get a freaking Azerite. It can work. So like, so far, I'm only not sure about dragons, and even dragons could work somehow. Maybe with like the Smuggler Portrait or something. But I'm pretty excited. First of all, almost every single tribe looks better on paper. And every single tribe, for sure, has interesting trinkets. Now, it depends how you're going to get the trinkets. Like, are you going to get options of different trinkets if you have, like, different minions on your board? I feel like the first trinket is going to decide a lot. And you're giving it pretty early in the game, on the 8 gold turn. Again, most of the time you're going to be tavern free and have some sort of a strategy. But you're not going to know what you're going to do. So are you going to just base your comp on the best trinket? Or like, how is it going to be? And then use the second trinket to just solidify your first spot? Should be interesting. I'm really hyped for the trinket patch. And again, a reminder, when the trinket season starts on Tuesday, I want to do a non-stop stream until 10k MMR. Basically, I'm going to stream myself 24 hours a day. I will still sleep on the couch here near my computer. And while I sleep, I'm going to have like a small sleeping camera. And then I'll play the VOD of that day for the people that missed it. It should be interesting. I'm doing some sort of like an interesting event. But yeah, I'm very hyped for the next season.